Hi, it's Megan.
And it's Bree.
And we just want to talk about TV.
Welcome to our podcast,
Unseriesous. Each episode, we're going to cover a TV show, new or old, and have a silly little conversation about it.
So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's get unserious.
Wait, what are you going to say?
Got a secret, can you keep it?
Swear this one you'll save. Better lock it in your pocket, taking this one to the grave. And I'll show you that I know you won't tell what I said. 'Cause two can keep a secret if one of them is dead. Shh.
I think one of us should die by the end of this.
Whoa. What, in the podcast?
This episode? Of every season, of season 7.
By the time we finish the show, one of us will be dead.
Every single one of us should die.
You said, whoa, by the end of this podcast.
In an hour?
No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
right.
Hello, everyone. We're back.
We're back at it.
And we're joined
It's been a while since I've been here.
by Julia.
That's true. I think the last time might have been Community when Brie was...
When I was, you were my replacement.
Yeah.
Hey, I was not the replacement. I was the better version.
What the
The upgrade.
All right, I know who's dying by the end.
Was it not already clear before?
But yeah, so we're gonna talk about season 1 of the iconic Pretty Little Liars.
Mm-hmm.
But first, I want to ask my friends a little question. How have your holidays been going? It sounds like it's Christmas. Halloween been going. What have you been reading, watching, and
Listening to.
listening to, and vibing with? Okay.
I am going to go first. I just bought Britney
What?
Spears' book.
Did you?
Hell
like
yeah.
that.
Yesterday, I may have bejeweled a little too hard yesterday, but support
Exactly.
women.
It's real.
I like it. I'm only on chapter 7, and I think there's like a whole bunch of chapters. So it's not that I'm having a hard time getting into it. I just feel like, and I'm not a book connoisseur. I love and support women, and I think she's awesome and great and perfect and wonderful and perfect. She's not a writer.
I support
Like,
women.
it's not like written like a story. She's just like, I did this, I did that, I did this. But I think maybe it'll, like, once we get into it, like, once she gets into it, I think maybe I can follow, but I'll keep you updated on that. I also watched No Hard Feelings 3 times since it's been on Netflix, so.
It's been on Netflix for like a day.
Like a day.
I support it.
Hell yeah.
So, that's what I'm watching.
I want to read Britney Spears, but
Yeah.
she's not a writer.
She's not a writer.
All
Neither
right.
am I, but I can't say much because neither am I. So,
No, yeah.
just yeah, I do like it though, and it's gonna be good. So you can
gonna
read
be
it
juicy.
when I'm done.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, perfect.
I can do a live reading if you prefer.
We should do a pod on it.
Or you just read
Britney
it.
S. Pierce. Britney Spears.
Britney Spears.
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
I mean, I think I owe the audience an update on my book journey, because
Yeah.
October is over.
Hey,
When this is posted, it'll be November 2nd.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
And I was reading this witch book that I gave up on.
valid.
I'm no longer reading the witch book and will not be continuing the witch book. The unfortunate yeah. I cannot do it. Like, I sat there, and I have been like a little bit anxious lately. I think it's also just been hard to focus on things. But I just couldn't fucking do it, and I couldn't figure out why. And usually I think it's a problem to look at reviews before you read or finishing a book, because then it warps your own perception. You should form your own opinions, whether you end up liking it or disliking it. You shouldn't let other people make you pre-decide how you feel. But I was like, what is wrong with this book? Because it is, I think I told Brie this. It is so detailed, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I was just like, I'm reading and nothing's happening.
Right.
Just
And then they describe it as this mix of like Gilmore Girls meets Practical Magic. So I'm like, I should be enjoying this. I should be like, am I just like not in a reading mood? But then I read some reviews. Other people thought it was so fucking wordy. It was like, get to the point. I was like, okay, that makes me feel better. People said it's very like, it's a book about witches, but it's very Christian heavy and like, which is like, you do you, but like, that's not what I'm going. I'm looking for kooky witches, not like religious witches. Yeah. And they said, like, it was just, like, very drawn. I don't know. Like, it reaffirmed that I just was like, I can't read this. It's not making me enjoy it. Since I think this was Sunday, I gave up on that book, started reading Hillary Burton's book, Grimoire Girl, halfway through it. Yes. So it wasn't me, it was the book. And I also am not a nonfiction person. Like, I don't dislike it, but I prefer fiction. I read Hillary Burton's first book very slowly because I love her, but I'm just not into nonfiction as much. Like I said, halfway through this. It's shorter than the first one, but I'm eating it up. I think it's so cozy.
Is the witch book by the same author that you were saying releases a book every other week?
No. Okay. I've never heard of this person before. Okay. I don't want it to be like a fuck this bitch. I just couldn't do it. Like, for whatever reason, this was not meshing with me. And usually I've read books I dislike and I finish them. Yeah. But I couldn't fucking do it. Like, I would read 10 pages a night and be like falling asleep. I could not do it. It was making me anxious. I've also just been anxious. Yeah. But like I said, picked up Hillary Burton's book, read 50 pages in one night, and it took me 5 nights to read 50 pages of the other book. Yeah. And I think if you like One Tree Hill, Hillary Burton, such a good book. It's also a little spooky. It's so cozy. Like, I was reading it, I felt like I was like being hugged by her. Like, it's so sweet. Because her other book is more, it's very like autobiographical, things that have like led her to like her family and her home. Right. This is more like on this witchy side of things. And like after every chapter, there's like a witch lesson. And like one of the most recent ones I read was like candles and how you should light candles with purpose and like you can manifest things with candles.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, I feel like you'd like it maybe even if you didn't like her, like, or you just haven't seen One Tree Hill. It's not like you dislike her, but
you hate Hillary Burton.
Like, I think this chapter stood out to me because it had like what every color candle means. Exactly. Like what purpose you should light them for. Like, if you want to manifest this, you should light a red candle, etc. So I was like, oh, I'm bookmarking this chapter. And just like cool things and how you can make your just like everyday things more magical is basically the overall thing of it. It's not like she sits and like practices witchcraft. She just
but like being more thoughtful and more
and like purposeful. Looking at things through a different lens. And like she talked about like her childhood home and like naming your home. Like she was like, name your home because it makes it more like it gives it character versus than just like 1, 2, 3, 4 north whatever.
Oh my God, what do we name our home?
Like a first name?
She has Mischief Farm. Her current home is Mischief Farm. Name. She lived in a house with a ghost, so the house was like I don't remember what it was like. Ghost name home, like that's what they called it, like Hillary's house, but it wasn't her name is Hillary. She just like it's just like little things like that to like I don't know. It's such a good book, and I'm already just so much happier than I was reading the other one.
On the list.
Yes, Grimoire Girl.
I support it, and it's a cute book. It's very
aesthetic, and I do really love her as a person. She's like one of my favorite like celebos. If we had like a list, like I like only really watched her in One Tree Hill, but just like her personality, I just like really enjoy. I love her.
Yeah.
Brie, what about you?
I've also been reading witch books. I finished A Kiss Curse.
You gave it 2 stars.
I gave it 2 stars. I didn't. I mean, I'm just being honest with my rating.
Yeah, that's what we need.
And I wish I could be like, I don't want to finish this book just like because I was wasting time with it.
Right.
Like, I wish I was like I want to be able to like not finish a book if I don't like it, because I feel like I have to finish it.
I feel the same way, and I do feel the same way.
Yeah, and I just feel like that wastes time, and then also puts you in a reading slump and stuff.
That's exactly, the reading slump is the hardest thing because you start reading a book and then you don't want to read because you don't like the book.
That was exactly what I was in.
And then that's where I'm at in a very similar place where I'm like not reading because I couldn't find a book that I could, get into. Yeah. So hurt.
Yeah.
And I don't want to interrupt you, but like that was exactly how I've never not finished a book unless like I was a kid.
Yes.
Unless I was in school and whatever was in this book, I couldn't do. Like I've read a terrible book and I've read it in one night because I needed to be faster. Like I feel the same way, but some books you just
interesting.
It's not fucking worth it.
It's not fucking worth it. And I want to be better at that because I get in reading slumps a lot. And like if you don't like it, just don't finish
it.
The book
that you read before this one, you read that so fast. You gave it like 5 stars.
Yeah, I really liked it. And I think that was another problem was I went from a book I really liked to like a book I just like didn't care about picking up. But that was like but then I'm reading another witch book and so far I'm liking it, but like I don't know. I liked the first book at first. I just feel like it was dragging out and on, and like I didn't care anymore. But like, so like if I don't like start liking this book, I need to like put it down.
Yeah,
but
just choose to. Yeah. Can you read books? Can you read more than one book at a time?
No, and that's another thing I don't like, because I think too, if you jump between like genres, like that will help you read, because like sometimes you're in the mood for different things.
Yeah.
So
I struggle a lot with reading like more than one book at a time. But currently, I am reading multiple, but because I lose the books and then I find it.
Well, in that point, like when I was reading Hillary's book, it did take me too long to read it, and that was on me. Her first book, her like more like story of her life book. But I feel like it's easier to do like a nonfiction and a fiction at the same time than two fiction, because then you're getting the stories warped. Like fiction or nonfiction, you can kind of keep a little separate. Yeah. That's what I found. Interesting. But normally I don't read more than one book at the same time.
Should we get into it?
Let's get into it, Bree. Tell us about Pretty Little Liars season 1.
All right. Don't look at me. That's my favorite thing to say. Pretty Little Liars is a mystery teen drama series that aired on ABC Family, now Freeform, in 2010. Set in the fictional town of Rosewood, Pennsylvania, the series follows Aria Montgomery, Emily Fields, Hannah Marin, and Spencer Hastings, whose secrets are consistently threatened by the anonymous A, who begins harassing them after the disappearance of their friend Allison DeLaurentis. The first season starts on the 1-year anniversary of Allison's disappearance, and the 4 friends have since grown apart. That is until receiving mysterious texts that bring them right back together. Throughout the season, they work together to try and figure out who is sending the creepy texts and uncovering what really happened to Allison, but of course not without Aria dating a teacher, Emily almost being drowned by her lover, Hannah getting hit by a car, and Spencer getting her ass kicked in Scrabble. Buckle up, bitches. Nothing is as it seems.
So true.
So true. All right. That's the tea, y'all.
All right.
Are they lovers? Who's to say?
I mean, that's what I struggled with. Because I was going to say by her crush, but I wouldn't say that it was Emily's crush, but they do start to like.
Yeah.
Don't let me talk about gay rights this whole episode.
The whole episode you talk about gay rights.
Yeah.
Well, Emily, well, actually, I'm trying to think. I was about to say, Emily gets the most
action.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Action.
She is down.
Because she, by the end of season 1, if you count, she does have a boyfriend that doesn't last. But then she has Maya, Paige, and building up to Samara at the end.
Yeah, the little blonde bitch.
But then Spencer had a few love interests.
Who's the biggest whore?
All right, let's establish that.
They all get around town.
They do get around town.
Except Aria, because she's...
But that's how I want to start. I'm like, that's the most problematic. And that's not because Aria's a whore. It's because Ezra is grooming her.
But it feels like everyone over the age of 18 is.
In the show?
Yeah. 100%. Everyone's going for the little bitches.
100%.
All of these grown-ass men, these grown-ass men are, like, coming at these girls. And, like... No one has an issue with it.
No, unless it's her sister's husband.
But they don't have an issue with him being a fucking weirdo. They have an issue with her, like, sleeping with, not because he's old, but because he's her sister's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Twice. And it's like, this is not her fault.
They're like, you're a slut.
Let's name
her.
Like,
bitch is being attacked.
Yeah.
She's literally being groomed.
She's being groomed in, like, ew.
Yeah, I can't wait till we keep watching because their story only gets crazier. But I wanted to preface, we're only talking about season 1. Me and Bree watched the show when it aired. Julia's going in for it.
Oh, I was fully in this.
I have watched season 1 before, but I cannot remember like rewatching it. I didn't remember a single thing. I couldn't remember a single thing. So,
and you know some key things that happen later, but I think experiencing it will be different. And
I think there's only one key thing that I know.
That's good, and we can talk about that in season 2.
Yeah. But no, I feel very strongly about 2 things in this show: pedophiles and gay rights.
Yeah,
so true. The 2 premises
they're completely
season 1.
Yes.
I was gonna list out like, and there's more to come. That's another thing.
The crimes.
There are more men that date I'm trying to think. There's might be like a woman or two, but there's so many more men that end up like dating them or dating someone else later on the show that is too young for them. And I think it's just a product of the times. We kind of talked about this on the Community podcast.
Right.
But that's a little different than like they're in college and these girls are in high school.
Of age. I think about like Ezra, maybe he's a year or two younger than us. Maybe he's whatever.
I looked it up, 22 in season 1.
Okay, so I, at 22, would not date anyone that couldn't drink alcohol legally. Like, at this point in my life, I don't think I would date anyone younger than 22, just because, like, it's not the age gap, it's like where we are in our life, like who we are and like what we've experienced. Like, I would never date anyone under the age of 18 for many a reason.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. Just so everyone knows.
When we were looking up like the legal age of consent the other day, and Julia was like, Megan's phone, like the FBI agents are going crazy. Like, so that's why I looked up Ezra's age, because I'm like, let's make it clear that this is research. I need to know what's going on.
In middle school, I was eating that up.
Well, that's the thing. They it's not just this show. There are plenty of other shows predating the show and on at the same time that make student-teacher or just adult-teenager relationships okay. And I think a big proponent of this, what I said in the Community podcast, is that the actors are not 16
years old.
They look like it looks fine because in real life it is fine, but like they're painting this really romanticized vision of a not okay relationship.
When I was 16 and put me next to Ezra, like
or Lucy Hale when she was 16.
It's also weird that like adults are making this though. Like they're making this, and like my mind at 12 or whatever was like, not.
Think about that, like literal adults, and I don't blame the actors, and they went along with this.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, why is that like a? I don't know.
It's
I just
also
don't
just
get
like,
it. Why is that a thing?
From our 12-year-old brain when we're watching this, like 16 feels like so much older.
I made a fit.
High school feels like a completely different world, but then when you're on the other side of college and like we're out of college, we look back and we're like, those are babies.
Like when I was 16, I should have not been making choices. Like no one should have let me make choices.
No one should let you bejewel.
No, and
not bejeweling with your teacher, Mr.
Especially not bejeweling with your teacher.
I do have to out Megan a little. She said that Mr. Schuster was worse.
Hold on, this is a bold.
All right, leave a comment down below.
Hold on,
Who's worse, Will Schuster or Ezra Fitz? I think
with all of Mr. Schuster's crimes,
his crimes against humanity.
So I'll have to watch Glee. I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I think maybe let's talk about Ezra and Aria separate from the pedophilia. He's so hot.
And we excuse it because they look good doing it.
That was so funny.
No, that's what's so hard is because they paint them as the great love story of the show. There are other ships that we will, of course, get into, but they were the ship of the show.
The rain kiss, car kiss.
The car kiss.
Oh no! And like
insane.
The limo and like.
And like.
What the
We're like watching the show, and every time they do something romantic or they say something like, "Oh, we can't take a picture together. Oh, I wish we could go out together."
Yeah, it's like
hello.
You know it's wrong. Like, everyone knows it's wrong. Even, what kills me the most rewatching it is when Spencer and Emily and Hannah call him Mr. Fitz, and she's like, please call him Ezra. I'm like, that's their teacher, and he's your teacher, too. He's not your peer.
He's not your peer.
Like, it's like they do paint it like, I mean, obviously they start going along with it, and it becomes normalized more and more into the show that we'll see. But, like, they have warning bells, too. They're all like, whoa.
Yeah, 6 years is a big age difference. When you're 16. Like, imagine, okay, this is weird, but imagine Aria dating someone 6 years younger than her.
Right.
At 10! Like, fuck no, you would not do that.
Yeah. It's insane. No, I was trying to list, okay, we'll get away from that. We just need to cross this off the list because it's so insane how okay with it we were. And then all the other relationships, Ian does it with Spencer and Allison. Ren does it with Spencer. Pursuit continues to like be weird with that. Who else? Garrett, they're leading into like Garrett teaming up with Jenna. That goes somewhere. Like
kiss.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
okay, thank you. I couldn't remember if that happened. Yeah, so like are you kidding?
Like no,
and it doesn't even end there. Like I was saying, not to get ahead of it, but like I swear all of them have an adult relationship before the end of the high school years. Like that's
I'm excited for a gay older lady.
Yeah. Still pedophilia.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, Aria and Ezra are also really cute.
Yeah, they're like kind of goals.
Anywho, kind of goals.
Yeah.
Ezra.
They have their moments.
Hashtag.
Got a cute little face. She's got a cute little face.
You can tell, that's how they excuse it. You can tell he cares about her. It's not like...
They did start annoying me more toward, like, I feel like at the beginning of the season, I was like, I was still like you, but I was like, ah. But now they're, like, starting to really annoy me, like, when they put the paper bags over their heads. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, you're just annoying now.
That's not a red flag.
And Caleb were here, so I don't really care about you.
Yeah.
But, and everything just gets worse with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But...
There are so many things that this show, I just have to say, is revolutionary. Pedophilia, homophobia, fat
really
phobia.
gets it all in there.
It really, like...
Blind phobia?
Yeah.
No, literally. Yeah.
Blind phobia. All the phobias. And, like, when... Megan said something funny when we were watching this episode when Paige's dad storms in and her mom is like, "You don't talk about my daughter like that." Megan was like,
Only
I can bully my daughter. No one else can be mean to her except for me."
That was also like Ezra being the one to stand up to him.
Yeah.
And being like, oh,
right.
He's like,
yeah,
I can excuse pedophilia,
so
but I draw the line at homophobia.
So
actually, I stand up.
This is why we stand.
This is why we rally, girls.
Yeah.
I think this is the same thing. Like, it's the sign of the times. Turn it on. Like the way that they have like this like weird adult men like being into younger girls is very 2010s, and so is the way that they wrote Emily and her love interests, and I think that we have to take it as is and still be able to enjoy it, even though it has major red flags when it comes to the way that they're writing queer characters. And for there to be queer representation in the first place is big. Not that I'm saying like, oh, take what you can get.
Yeah.
But for 2010, it was a big deal to have a lesbian character, by whatever she is. But fuck Paige.
Drowning Emily.
I cannot stand, like, that is one of my biggest bad things that I hate in any show ever. Like,
is a bully going to, like,
and
it's like internalized homophobia.
Specifically that situation.
It's also a trope, pretty much.
Bangs.
She blows them out a little bit better later in the season.
And her hair gets longer later, but she's like...
Yeah. Like
her and Allison and Maya is like a perfect character. Like,
yes!
I love Maya, and they don't even let him.
Maya is a she/they. I've decided.
Maya is so cool.
Maya's so cool. Maya's definitely like a witch. Like Maya could
literally.
But yeah, Allison. I mean, I don't even know.
And then they bring in Paige, and Paige like goes drowns her and like.
Yeah.
Mean is a bully, but then it's okay because she's gay too, and then sings a Pink song at karaoke. Like, shut the fuck up.
I feel the same. I feel exactly the same way. And the reason Emily breaks up with her is not because of any of those things, but because she's not out to her family, and it's like, fine. And she tried to kill you. Like,
and she also kind of tried to kill you.
Like,
and let's go back to that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
No, I can't stand Paige. It's what she just like gets under my. It pisses me off, and just like the thought of her pisses me off.
No, it's unfortunate because Pretty Liars does this all the time. As soon as one love interest is gone, they get ready in the queue.
They're ready in the queue.
And I don't understand why, if they were like, okay, we're gonna. Clearly, they brought her in to be Emily's love interest. Like, there was no other, like, she didn't have a separate storyline that then delved into that. Like, that was gonna be another character for Emily, and that's how they chose to like set them up. Yeah. Insane, and that's an awful trope. Like.
Yeah.
Sex Education did that, and I love that show, and I end up loving that relationship, but it's really frustrating. That's how that starts out. Glee did that. Like, some of the greatest shows do that shit, and it sucks.
Sex Education, I haven't seen it all the way through, but like what I do know from that, like I feel like they did it at least a little better.
Yeah, it's just a unfortunate trope.
Homophobic bully who's like
right.
to gay pipeline.
It does happen, and we shouldn't have to stand for it. Like, you shouldn't have to get me a soapbox.
You know who does it right? You know who does it right? Heartstopper.
Heart, motherfucker, everybody turn it on.
Okay, anyway. There's so much to talk about.
Go into 40 minutes.
Yeah. I can't wait to keep watching.
I'm excited.
Especially,
now that your memory's wiped.
Yeah. But it is interesting, and I think it'll be interesting to watch, honestly, the whole show with a different lens. But, like, as you know, you've already alluded to this, Allison may or may not.
Allison.
Anyway, but, like, to watch that develop, you know.
Yeah.
They kiss in the first season, don't they?
Yeah, but, like, in later seasons.
They kiss more.
I don't know.
Maybe.
But, like, at the very least, we know today that she starts out being like, if I'm just kissing you, it's for practice.
It's for practice.
A very toxic relationship.
Exactly.
And yeah, people have character development, but I think it is frustrating that they do give Emily two people.
For queer
yeah.
representation.
And then when you have Maya right there. But
No,
yeah,
we'll have to see
like
how that all...
fucking military camp.
Yeah, we'll see how that all continues on.
Drugs, let her
Exactly.
Maya deserves the world. That's all I have to say about that. I would kill... Hold on.
Oh my god.
Fuck, marry, kill?
Ezra. I would kill Aria.
Huh?
I would kill Byron.
I would definitely kill Byron.
I would kill half of the characters to get Maya back.
Relatable.
Yes.
I mean, she was truly one of them.
Yeah. But we can't have that because she'd be too good.
Yeah, they have to, I guess, give us some angst.
Like, they probably end up going to couples therapy. They, like, move in together after 6 months.
Get on fanfiction.net.
Like,
It'd be so boring.
Get on fanfiction.net.
Well,
let's go.
Yeah. U-Haul lesbian town. They would definitely be U-Hauls. So
U-Hauls. They would be U-Hauls.
They would U-Hauls, for sure. Okay, now I have to write a fanfiction.
Yeah. So, I feel like we should just go each liar, but aside from their relationships...
Each liar?
Yeah, they're called the liars, which cracks me up.
Really?
Yeah.
Each liar.
The drama with Aria, her whole thing, it's so funny. Everything is so personal to each person, but Aria's big secret is that her dad cheated. Like, that's what she's been blackmailed over. It's like, I'll tell your mom that your dad cheated.
Now her mom knows. Yeah, now her mom knows.
Yeah, I think it's so interesting watching it again, how pertinent that storyline is. Yeah. Like, her family's like the family of the show. Yeah, Hannah's mom's involved. The other parents come and go, but like Aria's family is so central.
And her parents are kind of annoying me.
Yeah.
Because
they adults.
Yeah, like their two kids must be like, if that was happening to me when I was 16, like my parents first like
divorce and
cheat, and then they get together and they hide, but they don't hide. They want to be secret, but they don't hide it very well. And then they're like, let's do family, but.
And then she doesn't show up. That
has to be so.
Like, they were gonna have family dinner, and then her mom just decides not to come because they fought about something.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's bigger than you, buddy.
It's bigger than you, buddy.
Be together, don't be together.
Right there.
Mike is
this short.
Mike Montgomery.
Mike is this big. And so is Aria's not that big either. And Mike's not big. They're both like this.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I will say
but everyone's fucked up.
My girl, Aria's mom,
Ella,
deserves the world.
I do love Ella.
Not the world, but maybe like Pluto. I could do Saturn.
Just Pluto.
Give her Saturn.
No, but
yeah, I stand her.
Die the whole
when she walks past,
that name cracks me up.
Aria sends a text to her mom when it's supposed to be for Ezra. Was such a stupid fucking bitch.
Oh my god.
And then like now she's very invested in like, oh, who's Aria dating? And then when she's just talking to Caleb for whatever reason, and she's like, oh my god, who's that? Is he cute? Is that him? He's cute.
Exactly.
That's an
iconic. But then Emily's family drama is her mom is homophobic and her dad has to go to war.
Well, Fort Hood.
Well, Texas.
We're like, oh no! Oh my god! Toward the end of the season, Emily's mom comes in and is like, "We have to talk about your dad," and like is silent. Is he okay? Silent.
No,
it's
silent.
like that's when you immediately say, "If he's okay," you lead with that. Your dad's alive, but oh my god, insane! But then she goes to say that we all need to move to Texas, and Brianna are like, "That's worse."
That's worse. No. Emily's mom was doing too much. She was so like when the Sharpie or Maya's parents with the Sharpie
tattoos.
And she was just like, she's never been more like offended.
My parents didn't have engagement rings, so we drew a Sharpie and then they tattooed it on. She was like
shaking. She had to go into the pantry and like shake some cans around. I was like, oh my god,
insane.
Girl.
I'll say
that's your biggest issue.
I do enjoy. He was kind of going back and forth. Like I remember really liking Emily's dad, and maybe it comes in more in another season. But like he comes around so much faster and better, and he is kind of like we have to placate it. He plays that moment of like it might be a phase, but at the very least he's open to it. He's kind to Maya. He doesn't shame Emily. He tells Emily he loves her.
Yeah.
God. What did we say when he was standing against the door and we were like, why is he standing so slay? And we were like, he just served his country and he had to come back to serve God.
Our country.
That's funny.
Yeah. What an icon.
Okay, who did we do? So we did Emily, we did Aria.
And Hannah's mom put money in the lasagna box because they're flat broke.
Why would you put the money in the lasagna box?
That's insane.
Mom is my type.
Hannah's mom,
love redheaded MILF.
Best.
I love redheaded MILF.
She slays. She does crime, but she does it. She slays it. She's cunty.
Crime.
She's done nothing wrong.
Her and Hannah are the same. Like
I support women's rights.
And women's wrongs. I'm gonna get a shirt with Hannah Marin.
Yeah,
Ashley Marin on.
Yeah. She
fucks the cop.
Yeah. So Hannah steals sunglasses and she's like, I know what to do. I gotta fuck this cop.
I got
you, girl.
But then he like milks it so hard. He's living with them. Like she comes down to have some cereal. He's there
with his towel on.
He's there.
Put your dick away.
God. So like he doesn't pursue Hannah, but he's not creepy about it.
Yeah, he's a weird
creepy ass bitch.
With his titties.
Detective Wilden. But then Hannah's mom kills me because she steals money for that poor old lady that dies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ethel Beavers.
And puts it in the lasagna box. Can you blame her?
No.
It's like you have visitors. Whether Hannah or not should have had that party for breaking her leg after getting hit by a car.
She's gotta keep that fridge stocked.
Yeah, she do.
We were loving like the fridge is always open and there's always something weird going on in there.
There's always so much.
Last time I was like, there's 3 milks.
They got every brand of milk.
Silk milk. There's whole milk. There's 2%.
They probably have plenty of money. They just can't afford their regular groceries.
They're like,
maybe they should buy 1 milk.
They're like, we can't afford bread, but here's 4 different types of milk.
Wait, how did they go? Okay, I get that like they figured out the money thing because that guy ended up faking that he was related to the old lady. But how did they go from like having to barely making ends meet, paying off their debt, to being able to afford to also pay for Caleb?
In one season, they said, come on, kid.
They're like, we can adopt a full other kid, and he eats twice as much.
Caleb
I guess.
Cooks the whole
Yes, I do the cooking. Yes, I do the cleaning.
That's funny. Yeah. So be it. You know, that's all that matters is that she's hot and
Hannah or Ashley?
Both.
Yes.
Is her real name Ashley also?
Ashley Marin.
Ashley Marin.
But Hannah's real name is Ashley?
Ashley Benson, yeah.
Real.
Aria is in Scream 4.
Yeah.
She's cute in that too. I think that Lucy Hale has a very nice face.
Lucy Hale. I think that's how she gets away with. She doesn't get away with all the outfits, but some of the outfits, I feel like it's literally just Lucy Hale. Like
being
she
hot.
looks good. Yeah. like would anyone else look good in it? Maybe not.
That's like people always do that thing with like Kendall Jenner. They're like, is it cute because like, it's cute or because she's skinny?
Yeah.
If I wore my hair like this,
you should.
This is a bump it. I'm Snooki Minaj.
Yeah. I want to talk about Caleb, but I also want to shout out the fact that Sean ends up being annoying later, but what's the real reason that Hannah can't stand Sean is because he just won't have sex with her. And I think we need to, I think we need to forgive him for that.
Don't come for my girl, Hannah.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
She's a stupid teen.
So funny. I was like, I think he's allowed to consent. We're not gonna.
Yeah, no, he is.
He is, but you should also crash his car.
Exactly. And then have to work at the dentist's office so you can get Jenna's records.
Exactly. Listen, nothing makes sense in this show because
it's just off the rails.
And you know,
Caleb comes in with $1 and a hair straightener.
In a dream.
And a dream.
He comes in with $1, a hair straightener, an owl USB drive, and says, "Hannah, kiss me."
Oh, and he's a hacker.
A homeless hacker.
But I need to talk about Caleb's hair because why, if you're gonna make, that's the least convincing homeless lives in the school hair type. He has a full lob that's styled and fucking like it's
like
cut
conditioned.
right. Like he has good hair. He has model hair.
I've never really noticed.
And
that.
I'm like, that's so. But he has fingerless gloves, so I guess he's a homeless hacker.
he wears a beanie and he pulls shirts out of the trash can.
he has my favorite style.
Go 12 years old, or I guess I just turned 13. He wore fingerless gloves every day for 3 years.
Honestly,
but he's
respect.
not a homeless hacker.
Yeah.
He has a home.
That's good.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We also got to talk about, with Hannah, Mona. Hannah's like the only one that has a friend outside the group. Mm-hmm. And
the It Girls.
I was going to say something. I lost it. Their friendship is very interesting, especially because Mona went from being someone they made fun of to...
But who made... I went to sleep.
We told you.
I
Keep the dogs away. Okay, so Mona.
Okay, so Mona.
I just think Mona's an interesting character. I think Lucas. Hannah has a lot of side characters that I really enjoy watching, and I think Mona gets bigger later. But Lucas, I feel like this is where Lucas really shines.
That's my favorite character.
In season 1, he's such a sweetheart. Mm-hmm. His relationship with Hannah, like, I don't remember what happens later, honestly. So I'm only really speaking to season 1. So if this changes, they do a decent job of the nice guy, because they always have the nice guys finish last, and you have a nice guy that doesn't end up with the girl, and then gets really bitter about it. And of course, he has the validity to be upset that she doesn't like him back. But at the end of the day, he doesn't end up like holding that against her. He goes and gets Caleb back at the end. Even when Mona was like, "I can help you get her,"
she's got a new hot hacker boyfriend, and he goes and picks her up because that's what besties do.
Yeah, he said, "I just want Hannah to be happy." Like, a king.
He's sweet, and Mona's mean.
Mona's so
But Mona's birthday party slayed.
But Mona's glamping birthday party kind of slayed. But then Hannah got hit by a car.
And then Hannah, that's what I was trying to build up to. And Hannah got hit by a car. I wonder who did that.
Sus.
More on that later.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, what are the worst things A did? A locked Spencer in the thing.
Crazy.
A outed my girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. A has done too much.
A probably killed what's his face?
Ian?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a bad thing though.
Look at the Irish.
Yeah, pushed him in the... That was like the first moment where they're like, that person was in a black hoodie. Like, that's crazy to me. There are two things. The A scenes at the end don't happen right away. Because I feel like it becomes more regular where there's a little A moment at the end where they like smash the heart or do whatever. Change the town sign where they removed one person. That was crazy.
That was funny.
That's a good one. That might be my favorite.
The rats.
I don't remember if they were just inferring that someone was going to die or they meant... Because was it right after she got hit?
Yeah.
So good. And then, the black hoodie becomes so symbolic, but not even in season 1 yet.
Like, I don't even...
Yeah, it was just when Ian got pushed off the bell tower, they were like, I just saw a black hoodie. I don't know who it was. It wasn't me. And that really laid the groundwork. That becomes iconic. I think season 2, we should all get black hoodies for the pod.
Yeah, don't spoil
And
that.
bedazzle them.
Just gotta show up.
Yeah.
With our names
sorry.
on the back.
Maybe we'll show up since something.
Me.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Spoby yet.
Yeah, you're...
I was going to say Spencer. Spencer.
Last, baby.
Exactly.
It's 39.
Spencer. No, we can keep going. Let's make this a 2-hour podcast. That you have to edit.
I'm not on record homophobia for 2 hours. I'm out.
Well, we have so much to talk about because it's Spencer and Spencer's entire family.
Yeah.
And then
We talked a little bit about the creepy boyfriends.
Yeah, so Spencer, her big secret is that she kisses her sister's boyfriends. They kiss her, though, let's be clear.
FR.
So there's Ren, but then more importantly, Ian comes back, ties the knot with Melissa, and then impregnates her. We are pregnant.
That pissed me off. That was like top 2 annoying moments.
But by the end of the season, we know that Ian and Allison had some sort of relationship, so he's like prime suspect number 1 for who killed her.
Yeah, but no one else sees that.
No.
Now we think it's Spencer. Hello?
Person of interest.
Cops. ACAB.
So stupid.
They're like, oh, it's Toby. Wait, it's not Toby. Oh, it's Ian. Oh, wait, it's not Ian. Oh, it's Spencer.
No one knows who it really is.
But they do that too. They like latch onto someone, including Toby, including Jenna, and they're like, it's this person. It's like they get one little shred of evidence and they're convinced for at least 2 episodes until they're like, oh, sorry, which is so funny for me as a Spencer and Toby fan that Spencer goes in the hardest on Toby. She said the devil has a name and it's Toby. And those become my people for real.
They did not have to make Toby so creepy at the beginning.
They made him like funny.
Too creepy. It made him like he wasn't gonna be like a
no, because he wasn't. They only did that because him and Troy and like were besties on set and had chemistry, so they gave them scenes.
And they said make him less creepy.
It's so funny to watch that development. I think they play into the creepy to make him more suspicious, just for you to find out he's just a guy that is the victim. Can I scream about that for a second? Let's talk about the Jenna thing. They blow up Jenna because Allison tells them that Toby is spying on them. Really, she just knows that Jenna's hooking up with Toby, so she bombs the place.
That's fucked up.
They throw firework in there because they think they're
bombs the place.
They think they're getting revenge on Toby for spying on them. They're getting revenge because of Jenna and Allison's beef, and they end up blinding a girl, blaming the guy who's being
abused,
R-worded by his stepsister,
who was blind.
And this man, I can't wait to keep defending him every other season for the shit that he gets, for the shit that he has been through.
Yeah.
God, that's my dude. And it's so funny watching him at the beginning of the season because they make him very creepy and suspicious. But you also don't remember like him and Emily's relationship.
Yeah.
Where is it?
They utilize it for like a scene every once in a while. Like it's still pertinent, I think, in season 2.
I like that.
But it fades away a little bit, and I love that. No, he was the first person to kind of be like, yeah, be with Maya, like one of the first people. Hannah also was like that too.
But Hannah's the extra ally.
Yeah. Shay Mitchell. Yeah.
She always has like, allies.
Maya, come to the dance, and then she shows up with Toby. Yeah, I love.
think Hannah's a little gay.
Hell yeah.
That's for later.
Is
everyone a little gay? Is that bad?
Hold on. I lost my train of thought.
They play Scrabble.
You keep bringing up Spoby. I haven't even brought up Spoby yet.
I'm ready to bring up Spoby.
I know. I can talk about Spoby for hours. I was talking about Toby and Emily. I was trying to just finalize. Yeah. I wish there was more of them. Yeah. And I just really can't wait for season 2 and 3. I'm ready to bejewel in season 2 and 3.
I'm ready for season 2 because I didn't realize how much wasn't in season 1. Like, there's so much that happens. I'm like, this happens in season 1, but it happens in season 2.
I don't even know.
I'm so excited.
I'm so glad you don't have a memory.
But yeah.
Oh, you didn't? We didn't watch any.
We watched like the first 3 episodes.
Oh, okay. I thought we got further.
No. I don't remember a thing.
So yes.
Valid.
Spencer and Toby. Very interesting relationship because of all that history with the Jenna thing, and because they accuse him of murder, and he is on house arrest. So Spencer has to go tutor him in French.
And she had to put on a beret.
You did.
Okay.
She had to put on a beret.
She did.
She did. She had to get her French shit on.
That's true. And then they become my personal favorite ship on the show, and it's so minimal in season 1. That's why I can't wait to keep going, because some of my favorite moments are yet to come, but they are very sweet just for watching it. Like they somehow are like the most like simple, because I feel like there's less drama involving them specifically, but they are I feel like 2 people that drama surrounds them, especially Spencer individually, and that's why I think it's gonna become even more interesting. I love their little Scrabble scene. That's so iconic.
When she's like not wearing a shirt and she's like,
and you see that 901 for your last tattoo in all of its glory, baby.
I don't like that.
I like it. It's just iconic. You can't even.
I like them reading together.
Yeah,
that was
she
sweet.
falls asleep in the chair.
Now that's
sweet. They both have the sweet, like the moments when he is like, if you ever feel like running away, call me first. And she goes, I feel like I have a safe place to land. That comes back, the safe place to land, like phrasing. I've never felt like I had a safe place to land, but now I feel like I do. Which is what is again so funny of how they start. She says the devil has a name, as it's Toby.
It's Toby.
And now I've come so far. I've loved the show so much that in 2013 I named my dog after Toby. After all this,
I've come so far.
I can't wait to get my origin story a little bit, because season 2 is where I jumped in.
My origin story.
Because I just turned on the TV before The Lion Game was on, and an episode of season 2 was on, and I know what scene it was distinctly. I said, who is that? And it was Toby Cavanaugh.
That's what I did with Grey's Anatomy, actually.
You turned it on?
Yeah, and it was an episode. It was Joe and Karev in their little brick apartment, and he was beating the fuck out of an Italian guy.
All right, next Grey's Anatomy.
Next week on the pod. I didn't make it that far. Okay, those are the girlies. We've talked about some of the side characters. What are our big moments that we left off on? Caleb is a snake, but not.
Caleb is working with Jenna.
Yeah. But he gave up that life.
Yeah, because
he found, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But Mona ripped up the letter. And he said, I love you in the letter.
He did.
And Hannah doesn't know that he loves her.
Oh, that's fucked up. Mm-hmm. Turn on season 2.
She does, in her heart.
Yeah.
In her heart, they're in love.
Emily might have to move to Texas. Just as she's starting a relationship with Paige, but also might be more interested in her gay tutor.
I need to get
so true of her. Claire Holt.
Yeah. Ima. Aria and Ezra, she got pissed because his ex-fiance came back. That's his age. Wah, wah, wah. But he quit the school. He's not going to be your teacher anymore.
Like, that makes it any better.
No.
He's going to be a professor.
Professor Ezra.
And then Spencer had a face-off with Ian in the bell tower right after Morgan was hit by a car. So the fate of the baby is in God's hands now. But
damn, I forgot.
Her and Ian fought in the bell tower. She had proof that he was a little creep. And then he lost his life because of it, because of someone in a black hoodie pushed him down. But when the police showed up, his body was gone.
Baby's still alive.
Who's in that black hoodie?
Who's in that black hoodie?
I know.
Looks around.
I know.
Well,
I guess we'll find out.
I guess. Okay. Yes.
What else you got for me?
Do we go into epic highs and lows?
I feel like it's always a lightning round, but
yeah. Favorite character?
Spencer.
Emily.
Hannah.
Nice. All right, should we be them for a little bit?
Yes.
I also am so interested to do this with you to see if yours will change. All your preferences.
Yeah, it's hard because.
All right, record this.
Well.
Least favorite character.
Ian, probably.
Paige.
What did I feel like I said Ian. What did I say? Mm-hmm. Ian or Jenna?
Ooh, yeah. No, yeah, Jenna sucked. Fuck Jenna. Down with Jenna for touching my man.
Yeah.
Toby would be my number 2 fave. Yeah, but then there's a certain je ne sais quoi, and you're like, wait a minute.
Ezra could be best friend.
If it was 2010, I'd be like, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother.
Mrs. Finn. Hell yeah, brother. But Mrs. Finn. He'd be my favorite character, Mrs. Finn. Okay.
That's so funny.
Favorite moment, episode.
One of my favorite moments, I already said this, Spencer and Toby doing Scrabble.
Playing Scrabble.
I'm trying to think. I like when the girls have, I can't think of any moments off the top of my head, but sometimes they pair them off. I'm a really big Hannah and Spencer duo person. So, when Spencer gives her a little kiss on the head when she's in the wheelchair. Like, things like that I like when there's, like, little moments of just them being buddies.
Yeah.
I like... you go first. I don't know. I gotta think about it.
Oh, another good one. When Maya's about to go away, so the girls surprise her with Maya in Spencer's house.
Yeah, that was cute. I forgot about that. Yes, that's one of mine.
Yeah.
But also, I wrote down. Well, I like any scene. I think it's funny when they all get a text in a little group, and I just think it's badass. And it's a little. Take a shot every time they do it.
And so they decide to read it simultaneously.
They're like, they all read it together.
I like whenever Spencer says SOS.
And they're like, okay, I know what that means.
If you guys sent me SOS, I'd be like, fuck. I like Hannah and Caleb shower scene and tent.
You want to share a towel too?
Yes. But the shower scene, iconic.
It's so iconic. Shower scene, Scrabble scene.
I like when she falls asleep in the chair. That's cute.
It's so good.
I like the pilot just because it's like really iconic and brings back.
Yeah.
Like the opening's iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
The Fair is a great episode. When Spencer runs to Toby, even though it's forbidden. they got that shit.
Leaving? Yeah.
So good. And he was worried because he was like, what happened? Oh my god, we have to start season 2 right now. I'm sorry.
All right.
Least favorite.
Jenna assaulting Toby.
Yeah. I said that too.
The drowning.
I said the drowning. I said the pig cupcakes.
The pig cupcakes are the worst. And then any flashback where
Hannah's fat.
Yeah, or being fat shamed. Yeah.
When they're like funny.
God.
Well, those flashbacks, the things that Allison say are brutal. Like, gag me. She's like, fuck. Some of the things, like, to everybody.
I don't like the scene. Like, I love that Hannah's mom did that for her, but I hate the scene where she has to, like...
Oh, and looks at her!
Oh, yeah, why does she look at her?
Like she's being dragged away by a fucking...
Yeah, by a man that she's gonna go have sex with, and she looks at her daughter in the eyes.
And that makes me uncomfortable.
Her daughter's watching you.
Insane.
That's fucked up. Would you recommend season 1 of Pretty Little Liars?
Fuck yes.
Yes!
This is television. It's the same way, like... People will resist shows like this like Grey's
television.
Anatomy, Pretty Little Liars.
You have to. I was talking about this about books, about movies, about shows. Like you have to take it for what it's made for. It's not made to be like an Emmy nominated. Like it's made for good TV.
Like entertaining popcorn television.
Yeah. 22 episodes. Everything that could possibly happen to people happened.
This. Grey's Anatomy, One Tree Hill, like it goes on forever, and you're like, why hasn't it ended yet? But God, is it good, especially in its prime.
You can't stop watching.
God, I'd recommend season 1. The first few seasons, we'll get to it, but over anything, let's go.
I agree. Cool. You must watch. No, you don't have to. You have to. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most unseriesous, what would you rate this?
10 is unseriesous?
Yeah. 9.
Yeah, I was gonna say 8.
Oh, I was gonna go like 3.
You think it's serious?
It is.
I guess you have to think about like on a scale of every show ever. You would say it's more because we put like.
I see where you're going. Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So maybe it's more of like a 6.
Yeah.
But I would say 3 because we put like The Last of Us as like the most serious a show could be, and that's like a 1 or a 2.
Okay, maybe like a 4.
Okay.
Because there's like serious things happening, like, but like it's like so many things happen that you're like, what?
I'm being pulled.
Watching it in 2010. That's
Okay.
how I
Put
You're
me
right.
in the seat. I'd be like,
Okay.
In 2010, if I was watching
I could go 4.
okay, fine. I'll go 1.
Nothing has ever been more serious.
No, nothing was more serious to me back then.
You're right.
I was fucked.
You're right.
Like if we're talking about it now,
You got me.
It's like watching Twilight. Like, would you put
Twilight?
Would you like? He's threatening to kill himself, but it's funny. You know what I mean?
It is
You're
funny.
right. You're right.
You're right. 1.
0. There's never been a more like life or death. Like I need to be
No,
seated
this
every
is my
Tuesday night.
shit.
God fucking damn.
You with dancing stars.
No, for real.
Literally, that's serious.
Yeah. So 4.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Thank you.
I guess it'll be interesting to see how we rate the other seasons too, because we're going season by season.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And I know nothing.
4
I'm in.
for season 1. I like that.
Okay. It's time for game night with Megan and Bree, and Julia, and also Julia.
I guess Julia.
So you two will be competing in a game of Pretty Little Liars season 1. Who said it?
I should have asked what we were doing so I could prepare and watch all season.
And write down all the quotes on my arm.
Like,
the whole script.
How would you guys like to buzz in? Okay. And I'm also going to read the entire quote.
okay, before we can answer.
And then you can answer. I wish I had... Bree, can you keep track in your notebook?
Yeah.
Points?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I do have a tiebreaker if that's necessary.
Can I eat my ass?
Oh, I may not have a pen.
I could do it on my phone.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, perfect.
Love that. Love
I don't want to
it.
mess up this might. Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm kind of nervous.
Yes.
I know, I came up with some really good ones. I'm like, how do I sit so you can't see it?
I won't look. Well, I might.
Actually, I think I will.
All right.
Hey, can you share your screen with me?
Do you mind?
Can you
They vary in difficulty, I think.
Oh, no.
So there are some that should be pretty easy.
Okay.
Some that will be harder. Are we ready? Oh.
The Beast.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Don't
distracted me.
Toby!
Don't mind the dog barking.
Okay. Quote 1. What do you mean she's gone?
What?
I would say this is a difficult one.
Badum.
Yes, Brie?
Is that my buzzer sound?
Yeah,
I forget. Okay. I'm like, what's my buzzer sound? Badum. Spencer.
Incorrect.
Oh, really?
Julia, you have a chance to steal.
What do you mean she's gone? It was the first episode.
Yeah, that's what I know. I know what scene it's from.
But it can't be Spencer because Spencer's the one that walks in. So it's I've a 1 out of 3 chance. Is it Aria?
Yes!
Good job. I knew the scene. That's funny from how much of it that you know the scene. Like that seems so basic.
Yeah,
like,
that's why I think it's a pretty vague quote, but it's also like you know exactly
it's
what they're talking
iconic.
about.
That scene.
Okay, here we go. Number 2.
I'm shaking in my boots.
Ready?
Yes.
It's immortality, my darlings.
Badum.
I think that was me.
Yeah, I think it
it's
was.
Allison.
Correct.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
So us our buzzers are so hard because I'm like, I don't know who did that first.
I was gonna lie and say it was me, but then Julia lied and said it was her. No, I'm just kidding. No, just kidding.
Okay. I'm still here, bitches, and I know everything.
Badum.
Julia?
A?
This is dumb.
I know, Bree was talking shit before you got here.
Badum. I was talking shit. I gotta talk shit.
She said Julia's not going to take this seriously and say anything.
No, I said Julia's gonna buzz in before me and say
The wrong answer.
say something.
And say
and say anything.
Yeah, but then you get a chance
I
to
think
steal.
too hard. I'm like this.
Okay. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool my best friend, you're dead freaking meat.
Badum. My buzzer isn't good. The first part of it is quiet.
Is it Spencer?
No. Bree, you have a chance to steal. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool my best friend, you're dead freaking meat.
That is Hannah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct.
As soon as I said Spencer, I was like, that's wrong.
I have a scene. I didn't think listening to the Smiths alone in my room was a scene.
Aria?
No.
Oh, the Smiths.
The Smiths? I love the Smiths. Bree?
The silence. No. Wait, can you please reread the quote?
Sure, Bree.
I really need to take myself back into the scene.
I have a scene. I didn't think listening to the Smiths alone in my room was a scene.
Mona?
No.
No?
For half a point.
Emily.
No.
What? Who is it?
You were closer. Half a point.
Spencer.
No.
Wait, who?
Mila.
No.
Mila.
The correct answer is Toby.
Oh.
He was talking to Emily.
Emily?
She went, I didn't think Homecoming was your scene.
Oh, yeah. I know. Okay.
What is my favorite?
I was
character's
thinking
name? What's
of
her name?
a different scene.
Emily's love interest.
Maya?
Yeah, Maya.
What? You said Mila.
I said Mira.
You said
Don't tell
anything
Ava.
but Mira.
Okay, here we go. You know what they say about hope. It breeds eternal misery.
I think it was her.
I think it was
did
Bree.
beforehand.
Can I have one more reread? I have it, but I know it.
Okay, you know what they say about hope. It breeds eternal misery.
That's Allison.
No.
Spencer.
Bro, I'm too nervous.
You also did what you thought Julie would do and buzz in, but not know it.
No, I did know it, but I was thinking the wrong person.
So you didn't know it.
It's okay, it's okay. Everyone, we're all friends here. This is all fun and games.
She
Okay.
rigged the score.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, shh.
If lying was a crime, we'd all be in jail.
Anyone could have said this.
Aria.
Incorrect. For the steal.
If lying was a crime, we would all be in jail.
Mm-hmm.
That's something like in between two.
Nice. I was thinking Hannah next.
I'm like, that's something Emily would say.
Okay, here we go. This one's longer, so just stay with me. I don't need to know how to rebuff the advances of a genetic splice between Barbie and Shakira. It's just never going to happen.
But
Brie?
Mona?
Nope.
Can you read it one more time?
I don't need to know how to rebuff the advances of a genetic splice between Barbie and Shakira. It's just never going to happen.
I have no clue. I'm just gonna say Spencer.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Anyone for 0.5?
Oh, Hannah.
Nope.
I don't know.
He's talking about Hannah. It's Lucas. When they're in the consent thing and he has to practice how to say no to her.
Classic.
He's like, well, she's never going to ask me this. I don't need to know what I'm going to say. It's just not going to happen.
Right.
Okay. We've all made mistakes. Remember, I'm still paying for yours.
But
Brie.
Jenna.
Correct. Nice. Here we go. This one's longer too. The rich girls steal, the pretty girls lie, the smart girls play dumb, and the dumb girls are trying to be all the above.
But
Brie?
Allison.
Nope.
No?
I was gonna say that too.
Do you have another guess?
Mona?
Nope.
No clue.
0.5? Anyone?
I got it. Don't worry. Can you reread it for my 0.5?
Yeah. The rich girls steal, the pretty girls lie, the smart girls play dumb, and the dumb girls are just trying to be all the above.
Oh, this is so true and deep. I'm gonna write that in my journal tomorrow.
Yeah, who would say that?
Who would say that?
But that's yours. Can I
Are
go?
we trying to steal?
For 0.5?
Is it Caleb?
No, I was gonna say it!
I said it first, right?
I thought we...
I guess we didn't really
I
talk
almost
about
said it.
secondary roles.
Okay. It's fine. I'm over it. Like Caleb would say that.
I only gave myself a point. I gave myself a full point, but then I took it away and gave myself.
See, she's cheating.
Okay, here we go. It's heating up. Aside from the first one, I think they gradually get harder.
Oh.
I've been drinking scotch. I'd rather not mix my beverages.
Ezra.
No. Not if I guess, but no.
Byron.
No.
That was my next guess.
Yeah.
Ian?
No. Brie for 0.5.
For
Last guess.
0.5, I'm gonna say. Can you reread it one more time?
I'm gonna do a second reading, but no one gets a point if I do that. If you don't get this.
I need to do a voice.
Yeah. I've been drinking scotch. I'd rather not mix my beverages.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Do the voice.
I've been drinking scotch. I'd rather not mix my beverages.
I'm like,
Ren Kingston.
Can
Not
I give
the.
that point to you?
Yeah.
freaking.
Here we go. Whatever it is, I'm sure I'll love it. And if not, I'll return it.
Mona.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I forgot her name for a second.
How many are left?
4.
That was the glamping. How's it looking over there?
Tell you the secret.
Yeah, of course you can't tell me.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna beat Julia up.
Look alive, Bree. You can still win this, maybe. I don't know what the score is either.
Yeah, me either.
Okay. The more you struggle, the faster you sink, and you're sinking pretty quickly. Julia?
Paige!
No.
That's so funny though.
Yeah, that was worth it for the bit. I'll give you a point. No, I'm kidding.
For the bit.
And you're sinking pretty quickly. Who the motherfucking hell would say
It's
that?
about, they're talking about quicksand. The more you struggle, the faster you sink, and you're sinking pretty quickly. I think it starts out, this wasn't in the thing I Googled, but I'm pretty sure this person says it's like quicksand. The more you struggle, the faster you sink.
But,
Yeah.
Ian.
Yes!
Really?
Yes!
Is that 1 or 0.5?
That was 1.
Like,
so
which
you already
other
guessed.
bitches do you have left?
Okay. God, I miss food. Eat some butter for me, will you?
Allison.
No.
But,
Yeah.
Ashley Marin.
No.
Oh, really?
Close. I guess I should let you both buzz in for this. Who? What's up? No. 0.5?
Spencer's mom.
Correct. Veronica Hastings.
Mariska.
Why can't she eat butter?
She's on diet, I guess. I don't know.
That's such a mom thing.
Yeah. Okay. 2 more. She's gone, but she's everywhere.
Ew. So true.
Yeah.
Sounds like something fucking Spencer would say.
Correct.
Oh, good job. She's gone, but she's everywhere.
Last one.
Oh, fuck. Can I say something?
Yeah.
It's tied.
Really? Are you serious?
So this is the winner. This one is like a buzzer beater. Like I feel like it's like the last one, so I made it I think the best quote of the season.
Okay, let me take a deep breath.
So I don't know. You guys are all to be honest with me because there's no way I'm gonna be able to tell if you guys buzzed at the same time.
Up.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And I did have a tiebreaker, but it sounds like I might not need the tiebreaker. I will just have to laugh at the tiebreaker. Okay, are you ready? Let me finish this quote. I'm not gonna butcher. I don't want to fuck up the quote. It's so good. Because if A knows, I'm thinking B and C and everyone else does too. That was Bree. Ezra! Yes! Whoa, what an underdog story. Even though I would have said Julia's the underdog.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. And Megan has 1.
Woo! Good job, good job.
Because if A knows, I'm thinking B and C and everyone else does too. That's the best line ever. That's why we forgive Ezra for his crimes.
Wait, do you have a bonus?
I do. It's a 2-parter. You have to guess both people.
Okay.
I just want to...
If I win this, I win it all.
Oh, all or nothing? Is Bree willing to risk all or nothing?
No, I'm not taking my crown away. I just want to hear them.
Okay. My crown.
Okay, person...
And Aries doesn't
person
take her crown away.
1. Person 1. A saved my relationship. Person 2. Yeah, well, A tried to kill me.
That's such a funny line.
The second person is Hannah.
Yeah.
The first person is...
A saved my relationship.
Aria.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
When she walks in, Hannah's literally in a hospital bed. A saved my relationship. Well, A tried to kill me. So funny.
That's so funny.
Alrighty, we did it. That's a wrap on season 1.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
I'm ready for season
I feel like it only, for at least a little bit, only gets better from here on out. Like, season 1 really lays the groundwork for some iconic shit that's about to go down.
I'm excited.
And we'll be back to report on it.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a single week because I will be watching all season 2
tonight.
I'm not going to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't remind me.
Friday,
That's true. Okay, yeah. And on that note,
it's a secret. Can you keep it?
I know everything.
One of them's dead.
What's
I'm still here, bitches.
Oh, I'm still here, bitches.
And I know everything.
XOXO? Gossip.
Gossip girl.
Close.
Should I flash the camera?
No. If I said top or bottom, who said that line? Toby. In the motel, when he offers Spencer to change the clothes, he goes, top or bottom? I'm just kidding. And gives her the shirt. A shirt that she keeps. Sorry, that's my OTP.
If she had
All right,
titties
spoke.
out,
He's so funny.
get his dick out.
All right, I'm cutting this. Anyways, don't shut. Thanks for listening to our podcast.
Remember to rate, follow, and share with friends.
And find us on TikTok and Instagram at unseriesous to see more content and find out what we're watching next.
We hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.